for being the hardest of the three. This level was so hard because it's basically just a bunch of memory crap. I kept dying over and over in some of the easiest sections just because I forgot one little thing. But in the end, it took me about an hour and a half to beat the level. Let's go! That's how it's done! Edge of Madness, complete 25 insane difficulty rated levels. Oh my gosh. The second level in the Twisted Map Pack took me an hour to beat, and the third level took me 45 minutes to beat. Just like that, the Twisted Pack is done. Where do I even put this collect 110 secret coins? Now all I had left was a couple more insane map packs and I breezed through them. And just like that, I'm finally done all of the insane packs. But that means next up was the demon map packs. In these demon map packs, I'll have to complete 41 easy demons, 11 medium demons, and 2 hard demons. But as you'll see very soon, I was able to skip the hard demons. But starting out, I wanted to start with the level that is the reason why demons are even called demons. Demon Park. Going into this, I had the mindset that these demon levels were going to be way harder and take way longer than the insane levels. But to my surprise, I was able to beat Demon Park in about an hour. Let's go! Demon Master, complete 4 demon difficulty levels in normal mode. Going into the next level, Y-Step, I now had the mindset that it would take me around an hour to beat each level. But again, I surprised myself by beating the level in only 20 minutes. Let's go! Demonic Guardian, complete 5 demon difficulty levels. Only 173 attempts, bro. This is easy as hell. Now going into the final level in the first demon map pack, I now had the mindset that it would take me about 45 minutes to complete each level. I probably got lucky in the last level. Well, I was able to beat this level in 20 minutes again. And just like that, I beat my first demon pack. Leave some for the rest of us, collect 120 secret coins. But for the first few demon map packs, everything was going well. I was able to get achievements for completing 10 demon difficulty levels, 15 demon difficulty levels, jumping 300,000 times, and doing 20,000 attempts. I even completed famous levels like the Nightmare and Lightning Road. Everything was going well until I reached my first medium demon. Going into this, I thought that this level was going to take over 1,000 attempts, but after only a couple of attempts, I got 47%. That's when I realized that this level is easy as hell. So less than 10 minutes later, I easily beat the level. Let's go! Was that all of them? Collect 1,500 stars. A couple of easy demons later, and I reached another medium demon. But this time, the medium demon took me 3 hours to complete. The thing about this level is that it is literally just straight memory. The only reason why this is a medium demon is because it is filled with invisible spikes. But after not too long, I got to 61%, then soon after 65%. But the final 35% is the hardest part of the level. So this is when I spend an hour straight in practice mode, practicing over and over and over. So when I went back to normal mode, I was locked in. After only a couple of minutes, I got an insane 84% run. But little did I know, this section right here was going to be the reason why this level took me over 3 hours. The next time I reached this section was 20 minutes later, and I died at 86%. After another 30 minutes, I finally reached this section again. Third time's the charm, right? At this point, I've been playing this level for over 3 hours. It's 1 a.m., I got school the next day, and I'm starting to play worse and worse. But right before I was gonna go to bed, I gave myself one final attempt, and this happened. Yes, let's go! Spike, Dodger, and Unstoppable. Oh my gosh, my heart is beating so fast. This map pack was actually a challenge, bro. Hey, I'm finally done it though. There we go! Collect 130 secret coins. The next few map packs were pretty smooth sailing, and I even got an achievement for completing 30 demons. The next challenging level was the last level in Demon Pack 10, Ripple's Adventure, another medium demon. This level is actually well designed, but there's only a couple spikes that makes this level so annoying. If those spikes were removed, I would have completed this level 10 times faster. I wasn't recording that much during this level because I didn't think it would be this hard, but in the end, I finished the level with over 1,000 attempts. And there we go. Getting rich, collect 140 secret coins. If you can remember, at the start of the video, I talked about 2 hard demon levels, but I also mentioned that I found a way to skip them. You see, the next 2 map packs, Demon Pack 11 and 12, have both hard demons in them. But right before I was gonna start them, I realized something. You see, the final achievement for coins is Ultimate Coin, which is for getting 160 coins. But here's the thing, there's 164 coins in the game. So I technically don't have to collect 4 coins, meaning I can skip 2 demon map packs as they each give me 2 coins. So now I can move on to the final 5 demon map packs. But there's one problem. I only have 140 coins right now, and once I complete those final 5 demon map packs, I'll be at 150 coins, not 160. So how will I get the final 10 coins? Well, I can get 10 coins from the tower and secret codes. So starting out with the tower, to get a coin, you have to either collect all the mini coins in the level, all the blue coins, or speedrun the level in under a certain time limit. But I'm not gonna lie, this was really easy, and I was able to get all the tower achievements in less than an hour. Collect all 3 coins on tower level 1, tower 2, tower 3, then tower 4. Now I have 148 coins, and to get the last 2 coins, I used some secret vault codes. The first coin was simple, as all I had to do was type in the word Sparky in the vault, and I easily got the coin and an achievement. But the second coin was a lot more complicated, as I had to pull off a crazy sequence and go back and forth between the vault and the vault of secrets. There we go, cold as ice. Never enough for you, collect 150 secret coins. So now, all I have to do is finish the final 5 demon packs, and I'll receive the achievement Ultimate Coin for collecting 160 secret coins. The first demon pack was easy, but then I reached Demon Pack 14, which had the level Electrodynamics V2. I was able to get 67%, then decided to boot up stream and attempt to beat the level live. As we all know, normal Electrodynamics has 2 really hard ship sections, but this level takes it to a whole nother level by super buffing it. After being live for only 5 minutes, I got an attempt where I died at 85%, which gave me hope that I would beat the level soon. But for the next hour, I constantly died in this ship section around the 70% mark. I was starting to lose hope, but out of nowhere, I finally beat the ship section, but unfortunately died at 91%. But on the exact next attempt, this happened. 96! Yo, chat! If I was able to get over 90% twice in a row, I should be able to beat the level very soon, right? Well, this is the point where things started to go downhill. In the span of an hour, I died at 91% 2 different times. What? Oh, I'm really done with this level, man. So I went into practice mode to practice the final section. That's when one of my viewers donated this. You get 5 years if you get the next 50 attempts in normal mode. All right, lock in. Oh, 62 attempts. I mean, 62% first try is not bad. Bro's getting nervous. He's getting nervous. What? But for the next 4 attempts, I died every time in the starter sections. At first, I was confident, but I'm slowly starting to lose hope. I need those 5 euros. But on attempt 6, this happened. Just give me my money. Just give me my money. Let's go. W's in the chat, bro. W's in the chat. Man. 10 euros. Oh my gosh. Yo, bro kept his word. Yo, W's in the chat. Shout out to bro. After this, I only had 3 more map packs to go, and I was really motivated to finally get them done. Most of the levels left were easy demons, so I was able to beat a lot of them very quickly. And on the final level in the final map pack, I was super motivated. Final level, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Finally. It's done. Ultimate Coin, collect 160 secret coins. That was episode 3 of my Geometry Dash 100% series. In the next episode, I completed every gauntlet. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. In the meantime, watch one of these videos on screen. They're fire.
What's up guys, girls, and pepperoni pizza rolls? Geometry Dash has achievements, as you may know, whether by seeing them pop up on Steam or by seeing them appear in-game. And a lot of the achievements are pretty solid for the most part. I mean, beating an official level in practice mode, beating a demon, collecting some secret coins, jumping 20,000 times, collecting... Wait, jumping 20,000 times? Nah. Yeah, so Geometry Dash may have some fair achievements, but it also has a lot of really dumb ones. Mostly in the actual game, not just the Steam achievements. Honestly, I wouldn't even have a problem with them if they didn't lock icons and colors behind them, but you know what? I want to go over them and criticize them, so that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Welcome back to episode 3 of my journey of collecting every Steam achievement in Geometry Dash. In the last episode, welcome back to episode 4 of my series of collecting every Steam achievement in Geometry Dash. In the last episode, I completed every map pack, bringing our total to 150 achievements. But today, I will complete every gauntlet, including the Demon Gauntlet, which consists of the 5 hardest levels in all of the gauntlets. The levels later in this video are not only hard, but also some of the best and most decorated levels in the entire game. But first of all, what even are gauntlets? Well, gauntlets are bundles of 5 user-created levels, and once you complete all 5, you get a secret chest. My goal for this episode is to get the achievement 2.1 complete for completing 15 gauntlets. So let's start with the first gauntlet, the Fire Gauntlet. 147 million downloads. This level should be pretty easy. There we go. The next couple levels in the Fire Gauntlet were pretty easy, and it only took me a few minutes each. But that's when I reached the final level, and this wasn't nearly as easy as the rest. Okay, 26%. What the hell? Why'd it go so fast? Open 100 key chest? Do I have 100 demon keys right now? After I beat this level, I might open 100 key chests, bro. Oh my gosh. Down. Up. Just like that, brother. So, what happens now? Where's my achievement? Oh, I gotta collect the chest? We got it! Complete a gauntlet! I'm opening the 100 key chest, bro. Oh, 1,000 diamonds. 3, 2, 1. First 100 key demon chest. Let's go. 1,500 diamonds and 15 light shards. Bro, what did I just get? So, should we start with the Ice Gauntlet? The Ice Gauntlet was even easier than the Fire Gauntlet, and in the end, it only took me 30 minutes to complete. Will I get an achievement? I'm not really sure. Wait. Oh, I did. Wait, no, I didn't. Ice Recruit, collect 5 ice shards. Bonus Recruit, collect 5 shards of each tier. Huh? For these first few gauntlets, I was planning on completing them in order, so that meant next up was the Poison Gauntlet. After completing the first level, I received an achievement for collecting 20 user coins. After not too long, I reached the final level in the Poison Gauntlet, and this happened. Yo, what the hell? I already got an achievement. Watch or like or dislike 500 online levels. After only a couple attempts, I went into practice mode because I knew this was going to be a tough level. After a couple of minutes of practice, I reached a hard wave section, and as we all know, I'm obviously swing carried, so I was struggling a lot on the wave. This level even had a boss fight. Eventually, I went back into normal mode, and after only a couple of minutes, I got a crazy fluke to 71%. Only 10 minutes later, I reached the boss fight again, but this time, I was locked in and actually defeated it. And it's done. The next gauntlet in order was the Shadow Gauntlet, and I almost first tried every single level, making it the easiest gauntlet so far. But the next gauntlet, the Lava Gauntlet, wasn't nearly as easy. After completing the first level, a lot of people in the chat started warning me about a level coming up. Fire Aura coming soon? You're gonna suffer on Fire Aura? Oh wait, Fire Aura is a level? And soon enough, I reached Fire Aura. Oh wait, this is Fire Aura. This is what you guys were talking about. Y'all were saying this level is super annoying. This is a nightmare. The guy who made this level is definitely wave carried. Okay, ship. I'm good at ship. Oh, this is the run, bro. Oh my, I say that and then I died 2 seconds after, bro. I clicked that orb. No, we can't be serious. I'm pretty sure that was like literally the final jump, basically. Oh, I did the same thing again. No, chat. I promise you I'm not trolling. I remember, don't click that blue orb at the end, man. Don't click the blue orb. Okay, if I can even get there, bro. Let's go! W's in the chat. Now moving on to the final level in the Lava Gauntlet. Once I complete this level, I'll get my own Fire Aura and an achievement for completing 5 gauntlets. But after only a couple of minutes, this happened. Just like that, bro. It's done, bro. That's Aura right there, bro. That level is actually Aura. I'm done all of the Lava Gauntlet levels, which means I have a chest and I should get an achievement. There we go, the Infinity Gauntlet complete 5 gauntlets. At this point, I wanted to spice things up, so I asked chat to pick a gauntlet for me, and the #1 vote was the Love Gauntlet, the newest gauntlet that just came out this Valentine's Day. All the levels that I've played so far came out around 2017, so I haven't really experienced the best of the best Geometry Dash levels. But this first level right here, Moonlight, really showed me the full capability of Geometry Dash levels. Wait, isn't that the moon from Sunshine? How does someone even make a level like this, bro? I think that's it. I did it, bro. While completing the Love Gauntlet, I was slowly creeping towards 2,000 diamonds, and once I hit 2,000 diamonds, I'll be able to buy the Music Unlocker, which allows me to listen to the actual music in practice mode. This means I'll never have to listen to that bum-ass practice mode music ever again. After completing the 3rd level in the Love Gauntlet, I was only a couple diamonds away, and someone in my chat came up with the genius idea to buy a couple of demon chests, which have a small chance to give you diamonds. Eventually, I got lucky and hit 2,000 diamonds. Bro, I can finally buy this, bro. I bought it, bro. We down to 6 diamonds now. Oh, it works. The 4th and 5th levels were super cool, and I would normally show you the music, but YouTube would absolutely cook me with that copyright, so I can't. Now fast forward a couple of easy gauntlets, and I'm now on to my 10th gauntlet, and I let chat pick which gauntlet I should do. In the end, the chat chose the Power Gauntlet, but little did I know, the Power Gauntlet was gonna be the hardest gauntlet I've played so far. Guys, if you want to be part of these live streams where you can decide what I do, all you have to do is like and subscribe so that you don't miss any future live streams. Anyways, as I was completing the first 2 levels in the Power Gauntlet, I kept getting warned about the 3rd level in the gauntlet, and eventually I reached it. Because this level is apparently so hard, I went into practice mode to see if that's really true. And boy, let me tell you, this level is indeed very hard. After 256 attempts in practice mode, I was now ready to attempt this in normal mode. But after only 10 minutes, I got an attempt where I died at 31%, which is really good because the start is the hardest part of the level. Then 5 minutes later, I got a 38% attempt. Another 5 minutes later, I got another attempt where I passed 38% and got to the hardest section in the level, the wave section. Surprisingly, I was able to beat the wave first try, but died right after. 10 minutes later, I got another attempt where I was able to pass the wave section, the part where I died before, and I ended up getting this crazy fluke. Oh, no way! Oh my gosh, I clicked too early, bro. But on the next attempt, this happened. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I died at 86 and then I got it right after. While completing the 4th level in the Power Gauntlet, I received an achievement for collecting 2,500 diamonds. Only 15 minutes later, I beat the level, which earned me another achievement for completing 50 insane difficulty levels. So now, all I have to do is beat the final level in the Power Gauntlet, and I'll receive an achievement for completing 10 gauntlets. But I'm not even gonna lie, this level was ridiculously easy compared to the other levels in the Gauntlet, and I was able to complete it in only 10 minutes. Is that it? I think that's it, chat. I think I just beat my 10th gauntlet. And just like that, the Power Gauntlet is finished. So I can claim my chest and get the achievement. Throw down the gauntlet, complete 10 gauntlets. I spent the next hour completing some super easy gauntlets, and I even received achievements for completing 300 user-created levels and collecting 40 user coins. So fast forward an hour, and I've now completed 13 gauntlets. Remember at the start of the video where I said I was going to beat the Demon Gauntlet? Well, right now, it's actually locked. So I decided to start my journey of unlocking the Demon Gauntlet. And the Demon Guardian is the only way we can open it. See, this is the Demon Guardian, right? Gotta complete the Chaos Gauntlet for the first one. The second one, you have to unlock 50 secret chests to claim the key. The third one, you have to buy it from the Gatekeeper. So I think the easiest one is the Gatekeeper one. So I think that's what we're gonna do first. And that's it right here. So we'll buy it. Now I bought it so I can open this door. This is the Gatekeeper. And if I open this chest, we got the first key. We only got 2 more to go. The second one is in a secret chest. Unlock 50 secret chests to claim the key. I think we should start opening chests, chat. Oh, we got an achievement. Fire Apprentice. How many do we have now? 44 of 50, bro, and I have 0 keys left. Are we serious right now, bro? We need 6 more, bro. Eventually, I decided to just start the Chaos Gauntlet, and I need to beat it to unlock the last key anyways. The first few levels were pretty easy, but on the 4th level, I ran into a familiar face. Oh, I already played this level before. This is in the map packs. I already beat this level before, chat. But I have to beat it again, because it's like Gauntlet version. I already mentioned this in my this level in my latest video, but it was only for like 10 seconds. Only level in a map pack and a gauntlet. That's just aura, bro.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
While attempting to complete the final level in the Chaos Gauntlet, this happened. Bro, I'm so good at wave chat. You see how I beat the wave first try every single time? But we got the jump 500 times? After 10 minutes, I finally beat it. And just like that, the Chaos Gauntlet is done. Let's collect the chest. What we get? We got the blue key now. So that means if we head over to Lil Bro right here, the blue key is collected. Only one to go. And that one, 50 secret chests, I forgot. We gained a couple demon keys from the Chaos Gauntlet. Let's see how close we are now. So let's open a couple chests. So that means we are 47. We need 3 more. But the guy said the codes, bro. Now for some context, about 30 minutes ago, some dude in my chat said that there are codes that can give you demon keys. But I wasn't really sure if they were real. So when I checked to see if the codes were legit, this happened. Oh, it worked. What do we get? A demon key. So let's open a couple more chests and see where we're at now. Oh, we got an achievement. 15 lava shards. Right, we're at exactly 50. I think if we open this, oh, there's the green key. So if we head over to this dude right here, click on the green key. Who is this? I am free. So many years lost, locked away in that filthy cage. Now that I have my freedom, I must continue where I left off. What the? Rub told me he was cooking some chicken, then he locked me in. Rob Top, you would really do that to bro? Is he secretly the good guy? Is this guy really a good guy? Now that you have freed me, I can continue my master plan. Oh, this guy's not the good guy, bro. Destroy the world of Geometry Dash. And I couldn't have done it without you. Semi-platinums. No, wait, he also said everyone in this video should like and subscribe. But I almost forgot. I left you a small gift as a token of my appreciation. You should prepare yourself for when I return. You will need it. What? Where'd he go? Hey, I heard some noise. Wait, is the gate? Look at the keymaster, bro. You opened the gate. You opened the gate. This is bad. Look at this guy, bro. What do we get? We got a pink key, so I think that means we unlock the demon gauntlet now, right? So if I scroll over, demon gauntlet, it's unlocked. Now it's time for the demon gauntlet, the hardest gauntlet in the entire game. Even though the first level is only an easy demon, it ended up being way harder than I thought. I started out by doing over 400 attempts in practice mode until I decided to just try my luck by starting from 0. After only 10 minutes, I got to the beat drop and got this insane run. No, 77%. You see, this ship section right here was the reason why this level took me over 2 hours. I'm able to pass the ship section 90% of the time in practice mode, but when it comes to normal mode, I can't get past it for the life of me. About 15 minutes later, I reached the ship section again, and this happened. What? Then 5 minutes later, I reached it again. What? But for the next hour, I struggled to get to the ship section and continuously died at the most random places. But eventually, I reached it and this happened. Bro! But after playing the level for over 2 hours, I was starting to crash out. But when I lost all hope, I got this legendary run. Oh my gosh, like, I'm at the section, bro. What do I do, chat? I beat it! I beat it! 771 attempts for an easy demon is absolutely insane, chat. Now, going into the second level in the demon gauntlet, I was hoping that I could beat this level in less than an hour. But to my surprise, I beat this level in only 20 minutes. Done! Chat, 50 demons done! Grim Reaper, yo! After beating that first level, I activated demon mode, and I easily beat the 3rd and 4th demons in the demon gauntlet. That means I'm now down to the last level, Hell, a medium demon. While going through the level in practice mode, I quickly realized that this level is borderline a hard demon, meaning once I beat this level, it'll be my hardest. So some extra pressure was on. One of the hardest sections in the level was this first wave section, and we all know that I'm not wave carried. After an hour and a half of practice, practice, I was now ready to take on the level in normal mode. I even got a run from 30 to 100, so all I have to really do is beat the first wave section. Simple, right? Well, not really, and you'll see why very soon. Now going into normal mode, my goal was to just pass the wave section. After about 20 minutes in normal mode, I actually passed it, but died soon after at 29%. This gave me hope because I've already done 30 to 100. If I can get another good run like that, I can maybe fluke the level. After another 10 minutes of struggling on the wave, I actually passed it and got a new best of 31%, meaning I've now got the level down to 2 runs. I was starting to beat the wave more and more consistently, but died every time right after. So I went back into practice mode to attempt a 20 to 100% run, and eventually I actually got it. So now going into normal mode, all I have to do is beat the wave part and I'll hopefully fluke the level. Once every 5 minutes, I would actually pass the wave section, but continuously died quickly after because I was getting nervous. After about 30 minutes in normal mode, I got a run where I passed the wave section and the first few sections right after it. But then I entered what I like to call the corridor of death, a really tight ship section. I knew that this section was going to be a big choke point as I was dying in this section a lot during practice mode. Now I'm pushing the 4-hour mark on this level and I was starting to get exhausted, but out of nowhere I got a crazy run where I passed the corridor of death but died soon after in one of the easiest sections of the level. It was a little heartbreaking, but I kept pushing through the attempts and eventually got another crazy run. I passed the corridor of death and the part where I died before. I was so focused, but when I reached the robot part, I didn't do a big enough jump and died at 63%. That was an easy section too, by the way. Now I'm nearly 2,000 attempts and 5 hours into this level. I'm exhausted but kept pushing. But then out of nowhere, something switched in me. I got a run where I passed the corridor of death and my previous record of 63%. My heart was now beating very fast and I reached another hard wave section. During practice, I thought that I might choke here, but I somehow passed it. Then I reached the last section and I had to pause to cool down my nerves. Holy crap, holy crap. My gosh, my heart is beating so fast. I beat it! I beat it! I beat it! I beat it! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! New hardest. 1,900 attempts. My booty was clenched at the end there.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
The whole demon gauntlet is done, and I can claim my chest. Let's go! 2.1 complete! Rob Top, I'm coming for the throne, bro. Before you click off the video, I want to let all you guys know that I'm almost at 100,000 subscribers, and at 100k, I'll be doing the long-awaited face reveal. So if you want to see if I'm chopped or not, make sure you subscribe. Anyways, in the next episode, I survived 100 demons and even beat 9 circles. But in the meantime, watch one of these beating 100 demons in Today, I will be beating 100 demons in Geometry Dash, ranging from easy demons to platformer levels, and at the end, I'll be completing 9 circles, a hard demon that took days of my life to beat. After 200 hours and 4 videos on Geometry Dash, I've only completed 59 demons, meaning we've got a long way to go. But what better way to start the grind by completing the brand new event level that literally released 5 minutes ago. But as you'll see very soon, I discovered an insane glitch to get tons of demons for free. But for now, let's complete the event level. But for the first couple minutes, I was struggling to get past 15%, and after dying to 14% twice in a row, I wanted to know what the community was saying about this level. OMG, I already want to KMS. But hearing the hate comments surprisingly motivated me even more to beat the level, and after 5 minutes, I got a 46% run. Then 15 minutes later, I got a 68% run. I kept thinking to myself, how is this an easy demon? This gotta be at least a medium demon. But about 20 minutes after that 68% death, I got a run where I got past 68%, the boss fight at 75%, and reached the final section of the level. Let's go! You Fear Nothing completes 60 demon difficulty levels in normal mode. But as I completed the 60th demon, the 9 circles gauntlet was about to begin. Every time I hit a demon milestone, I'll be completing a hard level that'll help me towards my journey to 9 circles. But before I started Demon 61, I simply wanted to check out the past event levels. But you see, this is where I discovered the first of many glitches in this video. Wait, resonate? Wait, why is it medium demon now? Why does it say I didn't even complete the level? I just completed the level, no? It still says I've 60 demons, so what's going on? Wait, so can I just complete the level again? Wait, let me just try this level. Wait, so if I complete this level again, will it count as a demon completed? I don't even know, I might have to test this. Okay, if I can even beat the level.
5 minutes later.
these are pretty warm, collect 2,500 stars. I got stars from that. 61 demons, it worked. I was able to beat the same level 2 times and it gave me 2 demons. Yo, this is insane. After this, I want to check out if the glitch also worked with medium demons, but RobTop was at this point 2 hours late into releasing the weekly demon. But as time was passing, my fingers were starting to get cold, so in the meantime, I played some easy demons. And the first one was Platinum Adventures, famous for being one of the easiest demons in the game. So after only a couple minutes, I died at 96%. But because this level was so easy, I was able to beat it only a couple minutes later. After this, I wanted to check if RobTop released the weekly demon, and to my surprise, he actually released it, but it's a medium demon. But I was still dedicated to beating the level to see if the glitch will work. But after only a couple attempts, I realized that this is not what I signed up for. My brain was already fried from the event level, so I quit the level with intentions of never going back to it. Hard weekly demon, haven't seen you in a while? Exactly, bro. So I went back to what works, which is completing really easy demons. Between demons 63 and 66, my favorite one was Square Dash because it is very unique and not overcomplicated. But that was demon 66, so that means next up was demon 67, and just because this is a funny number, I decided it'd be the second big milestone in the 9 Circles Gauntlet. This is the level Podal, a wave-only level that's made only from portals. The largest issue with this level is that the hitboxes are absolutely horrible, which is why this level earned the medium demon difficulty. If you guys have watched my other Geometry Dash videos, you'll know that wave is one of my worst game modes, which is why I was surprised that I got 57% after only 5 minutes. But only a couple minutes later, I got an even better run where I passed 57% in this crazy memorization section. So as I was approaching the final section, I paused the game to catch my breath, and this happened. All right, so the final section, bro. We gotta lock in right here. Come on. No! 87%! But this is where things started to go downhill. You see, this level requires a lot of spamming, and after playing the level for 20 minutes, my hands were starting to hurt. So as time was passing, I was playing worse and worse. After an hour, I still hadn't gotten a new best, so I took a break, did a quick goon, and when I came back on one of my first attempts, I reached the final section again, and this happened. But on the exact next attempt, I entered my villain arc. I flew through the level and eventually reached the final section for my 3rd time. Will I actually be able to beat it? Well, this happened. I beat it! I beat it! I beat it! Oh yeah. So that means I've beaten the second milestone in the 9 Circles Gauntlet. On my journey to 70 demons, I completed a bunch of easy demons, only taking me 20 minutes each. So fast forward a couple hours, and I'm now at 69 demons, which means we've unlocked the 3rd milestone in the 9 Circles Gauntlet, which is I Spy with My Little Eye. This level is great because it'll help me practice with flashy decoration, which is something very common in 9 Circles. I actually already have 73% on this level, but the final section is the hardest part of the entire level. One of my favorite parts of the level was this boss fight. Like, I honestly think this is one of the best boss fights in Geometry Dash history. Do you guys agree with this? Let me know in the comments. Anyways, after 20 minutes of playing the level, I finally got a new best of 80%. But only a couple attempts later, I got 80% again. I mean, they say 3rd time's the charm. Surely it'll work, right? Oh wow, it actually worked. But yeah, this level has absolutely insane decoration. Definitely in my top 3 favorite levels of all time. Let's go, I Spy with My Little Eye. Hey, like the devil, complete 70 demon difficulty levels. After completing that level, I'm now at 25,000 orbs. So what does that mean, you ask? Well, I can now buy a path for 25,000 orbs. Paths are basically like the battle pass from Fortnite. So with that, I think I'm gonna buy my first path, the Path of Fire. Let's go, Path of Fire, unlock the Path of Fire. With the Path of Fire, I'll be unlocking a couple extra achievements along the way. Now, on my journey to 80 demons, I headed over to TikTok to find what are the easiest demons in the game, and I found some insanely easy demons. The first one I want to mention is this level Equinox, which has a secret way all the way from 20% to 100. Then I found the level Living Open, which is surprisingly a medium demon because it is just a redecorated Deadlocked. Like, if you've completed Deadlock before, you can easily beat this level. But while going through this level, I noticed that my wave has definitely gotten better, which is something I'm gonna need for 9 circles. But yeah, this level literally took me 5 minutes. Overall, demons 71 to 79 were super easy thanks to the help of TikTok. But that means that we now reached the 4th milestone, which is how to spider. You might ask, how can a platformer level possibly help me towards my journey to 9 circles? Well, I'm taking a small break from all these fast-paced levels so that I can avoid burnout. You know, burnout is one of the biggest reasons why people quit this game. But after basically 2 minutes, I was able to make it all the way to the final room in the entire level. No! I didn't see that spike, bro. Okay, I'm not gonna miss the spike this time. Did I get it? Oh, I beat it! Complete 80 demon difficulty levels and reach Path of Fire rank 1. Wow, that was a really long break. Psych, for demons 81 to 89, we're playing only platformers. So I booted up the 81st demon, and this is what the final section looked like. The first few platformer levels were going great, and I even received an achievement for collecting 100 moons. But the more platformer levels I played, the worse they were getting. For demon number 87, I was attempting this level, and after nearly 10 minutes, I was still only 25% of the way through the level. I was gonna keep playing anyways, but that's when I got this big fall, which made me quit the level. But I kept pushing through the platformer levels, and eventually I reached demon number 89. But this final level was unique from the rest, and was actually very interesting. You see, you play as a pogo stick, and your goal is to bounce your way through the level. How was this even Geometry Dash? I easily bounced my way through the first few rooms, but the final 3 were very hard. For this first one, I was stuck in this gap for a whole 10 minutes until I finally escaped and beat the room. For the second last room, you have to bounce your way into this small gap. I failed over and over for 5 minutes until I managed to squeeze my way into the gap and beat the room, meaning I'm on to the last room, and oh wait, I already died. The final room took all the hard parts from all the previous levels and slapped them all together. But after only 2 minutes, I got this attempt where I almost died to these spikes but clutched up last second. Then I flew through this really tight gap, then entered this hallway where I changed my direction and beat the level. Overall, most of the platformer levels I played were pretty trash, but honestly, this was a W level to end it off. But that means we're moving on to the final milestone towards my journey to 9 circles, and for the 90th demon, I'll be completing Problematic, my first ever 9 circles themed level. This is what will truly prepare me for 9 circles. I spent the first 45 minutes in practice mode where I died over and over, but after 400 attempts, I finally got a 60 to 100% run, so I decided to try my luck in normal mode. After dying a lot in the starting sections, I finally made it to the beat drop and died right away. But then only a couple attempts later, I got this insane fluke. Oh my gosh, I actually beat it. 9 circles of hell and Blaze Adept. What a fluke, bro. I think I just fluked it from 30%. Bruh, how did I just fluke that? Is 9 circles really gonna be that easy? But before I attempt 9 circles, I have to complete demons 91 through 99, but I was gonna do something special. I was gonna attempt to beat the top 10 most downloaded easy demons. I've already completed 6 out of the top 10, so I only have 4 demons left to complete. And the first one was X with 61 million downloads. Going into this, I was hoping that it wouldn't take me too long, but after 30 minutes of practice mode, I got a 50 to 100% run. So I started the level in normal mode. After only a couple of minutes, I got a run all the way to 66%, meaning I've got the level down to 2 runs. I just need to combine them now. But for the next 10 minutes, I didn't make any progress and continuously died in the starter sections. But soon after, I got a new best of 69%. But on attempt 384, I locked in. I flew through the first few sections and eventually reached the part where I died before. Last time I died here because I didn't drop down to this platform as the robot. But this time, I wasn't gonna make the same mistake. But once I passed the wave section, I got nervous and accidentally jumped too early. But to my surprise, I barely made it to the next platform and went on to beat the level. But as I was going for the next demon, Death Moon, the unthinkable happened. My footage glitched. I don't know why, but it looks like it was recorded on a toaster. But I ended up beating Death Moon in around 30 minutes. So now, I only have 2 demons left in the top 10. But at this point, I still didn't know that my footage was glitching, so I completed the final 2 levels with toaster quality. But just like that, I've now completed the top 10 most downloaded downloaded easy demons. Now I'm at 95 demons completed, and for my 96th demon, I went back to the platformer levels and played the level Would You Rather. This level was honestly pretty fun, and once I beat it, I received an achievement for collecting 70 user coins. For my 97th demon, I played the level DJ, which was honestly very fun and well decorated. In the end, it only took me 10 minutes to complete. But for my 98th and 99th demons, I revisited the gauntlets to test the glitch all the way back from the start of the video. I wanted to see if I can complete the same level twice and get 2 demons from it. Once in the gauntlets and another time regularly. Of course, this level was insanely decorated because it's a gauntlet level, but that meant that the gameplay was fairly easy. After only 10 minutes, I somehow fluked the level all the way to the final section. That's when this happened. But only a couple minutes later, I reached the final section again, and this time I actually beat it. Alright, so I just completed the first level in the Galaxy Gauntlet, right? And I want to see, if I search up the level, will it say it's completed? Oh! So I can beat this level again and it'll still count as a demon, just like the event level. Man, once I beat this level, it means we're moving on to 9 circles. And I don't know if I'm prepared for it. I'm kind of nervous. Yo, first try! Look at that, man, only 1 attempt. So now I'm at 99 demons, which means it's time for 9 circles. Going into day 1 of this grind, I started out with some practice mode. Every day, I'll be doing exactly 1,000 attempts. Some people online said that it took them over 10,000 attempts to beat 9 circles, meaning I might be here for over a week. Eventually, I beat the level after 428 attempts in practice mode. Not good. But I didn't let this discourage me, and I started completing runs to 100. I first started with an 80 to 100% run, and after only 30 attempts, I completed it. Next was a 72 to 100% run, and this one took me a little bit longer to do. The run consists of the upside down mini wave, the dual mini wave, and the final cube section. This run took me about 80 attempts to do. But next up was 60 to 100%, and this one took me a lot longer. This run adds on the normal mini wave section. At this point, the runs were starting to get insane, as I have to be perfect for almost a minute straight. Even if I click a couple milliseconds late, I die, which is why this run ended up taking me 240 attempts. Now I only have 250 attempts left for day 1, and I decided to spend them by attempting a 57 to 100% run. Even though this run only adds on 3%, that 3% is the entire dual wave section. But surprisingly, I struggled a lot more on this run than I would have thought. You see, after pulling off the insane wave sections, I kept dying over and over in the final cube section. Hopefully I don't die there from 0, right? Hahaha. I ended up finally getting the 57 to 100% run around attempt 990, and not that long later, I hit 1,000 attempts, wrapping up day 1 of 9 circles. Going into day 2, my goal was to get at least 50% in normal mode, but after only 15 minutes, I passed the first ship and ball section, meaning I've reached the drop of the level. Surprisingly, I was able to hold my own for the first 5 seconds, but then died at 46%. But I didn't reach the drop again until 10 minutes later, where I was able to get a new best of 48%. Right now, I'm only at 100 attempts, and I've already almost reached my goal of the day. I had a feeling that very soon I was gonna pass 50%. Well, about 10 minutes later, I reached the drop again, but this time I flawlessly flew through the first wave section and passed my previous record of 48%. Then I moved on to the upside down wave and easily completed it. Now I'm 60% in, and I knew that this was a legendary attempt. So moving on to the mini wave, I tried to stay focused, but was getting nervous and unfortunately died at 70%. At this point, I'm still only 200 attempts in for the day, and I was starting to think to myself, wait, can I actually beat 9 circles today? I've already made so much progress in the first 200 attempts, so who knows what I can do in the last 800. But this is where everything started to go downhill. At first, I was struggling to get to 50%, but as time went on, I started playing worse and worse. A couple hundred attempts later, at around attempt 500, is when I started struggling to even get to the wave. Occasionally, I'd make it to the wave, but could never make any real progress. Once I reached attempt 800, my fingers were starting to hurt, and I was just cooked. So eventually, I hit 2,000 attempts, wrapping up day 2 of 9 circles. Going into day 3, I was dedicated to beat 9 circles. While doing a bit of practice mode to warm up, I was playing better than ever. So when I went into normal mode, it didn't take me too long to reach the wave. I easily passed the first few wave sections, and I soon entered the mini wave, and I was like, wait, this is actually a good attempt. Lock in. And I locked in and passed my previous record of 70%. Then I entered the upside down mini wave, and my heart started beating really fast. I somehow passed the upside down mini wave and the dual mini wave, entering the final cube section. No. So I went into practice mode and practiced the final cube section until I completed it 3 times in a row. Then only on my 3rd attempt in normal mode, I got the legendary run.